Okay. So Fraudbrand playing Tenri in the bottom left corner, and Zested playing Mercia in the top right. That was actually my prediction during the podcast.
For commanders, you guessed their commanders? Wow.
No. I think I'm confident in Fraudbrand skills. Like,
Yeah.
he was super nice last time, and he asked about how to improve and whatnot. So if he's putting in the time, this will be good.
So like Tenri here, like Treb is really strong and Neuro Treb stuff on HQ and like Treb everywhere.
He's playing slowly, so I'm not sure if he has the map prepared.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has the map prepared. It's turn 1 or turn 2 and he's not.
He took his sweet time. Also, was this also a bit weird where Zested is also doing an unorthodox opening, I think.
Yeah, with as Mercia, you don't want to do this opening because you don't need early. Like, she's gonna get pushed back pretty early, and you don't need like early group.
Also, you had to skip a capture.
Yeah, you're down 100 gold, so you actually can't get a mage. During my game, I actually didn't test this, so I actually skipped a build because I built a mage.
Oh,
It was
nice.
pretty bad. I was like shocked. So like in the stream, you can probably notice I spent like 30 seconds doing nothing because I was contemplating things. Yeah.
That happened to me last week because of the Valder shenanigans when he double hit the building, and I switched it up, and then I didn't have enough gold for both builds. Exactly same thing. Completely lost.
Yeah, I think the problem with Mercia here is like usually with your commander, you're trying to press a bit, but like her groove doesn't help you press, so it's a bit of a weakness. Even though with this kind of opening, it's maybe a bit different because the commanders are fighting.
Yeah, but Mercia is gonna have a little bit of a problem here, I think, because she needs some support. Unless he delays it for a bit so he can heal, which he should.
Yeah, he can heal, but he's still gonna get pushed back, so he's not gonna do that much.
Oh, was expecting him to put the soldier on the boat to catch the corner village, but oh, very aggressive.
Yeah, but it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Every time I see this situation, I'm like, should I just kill the soldier and get the small unit advantage? In this case, I think the answer is a solid no, but every time I see
Yeah,
a
here if you
soldier
do, you
that can
get
die,
trapped.
yeah. Every time I see a soldier that can die from a hit, I'm like, hmm. Seems Fraudbrand is speeding up. Maybe he was setting up or something. That second round where he took a long time to get things done. Also, this is the. It seems this is what happens because second time I see a Tenri today, and second time they go the opposite way.
You're cutting out a lot. You're
Yeah.
cutting out a lot.
Am
It's
I?
not. Yeah.
Okay, let me check. Let me check. How about now? Is it better?
Now you're clear. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
It's still a bit robotic, but it's better.
What about now? Does it still have
No,
problems?
still not. Still problems.
Okay. Okay, then I need to see what's happening. You talk.
Hello. Okay, so I think Tenri has some free groove charge available because there's just a Mercia lying around, and you can heal after if you get attacked. Looks like they're around even on the villages, except Zested's not gonna get the corner village for a while or at all. It doesn't have a balloon yet. The knight from the corner racks it's useful, but it will take a while to get into combat compared to getting it from the other racks. Which here you probably would want it from the other racks since you can pressure villages faster, and like Fraudbrand only has a few swords. In general, his army composition is very weak to knights. He's got a bunch of mages, so that they can't deal any damage to knights unless it's.
Okay, let's set this. So is it any better now?
Keep talking.
La 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 la. Did it have interruptions?
A little bit robotic, but it seems like you're not cutting out anymore.
Still super weird. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't be. Let me open the stream. Okay, let's check if the stream records my voice normally or not. Okay, I think it's the call. Let's just restart it. Okay, I think it's the call. Let's just restart it. Okay, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
How is the sound now?
That's good. Looks like it's fixed. So was the call.
Yeah.
So Fraudbrand's commander was attacked on Shoal, took a lot of damage.
Oh, that's rough. So how do you think he should play this? Just stay there and heal full, or go back and heal just a little on the village, more defended village?
I would have went back and not capped that water village over there, but like this approach is fine too. The problem is you just get attacked again, potentially, and all the swords come in, so you're probably gonna you might lose that sword, and the enemy barge is kind of in the way.
Though I feel he's probably gonna take care of one of the mages first, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then now it's a free mage.
Also, sure, he capped that village, but the knight is in range, so it's gonna decap it immediately.
Yeah.
At the low cost of a mage. Which I don't really know if it's that low, but okay.
Yeah, so you get 0 extra gold for 1 mage.
400 goals and 1 build. How do you like them apples?
But like, it's still pretty good for Fraudbrand because he's got the golem there, and he's got more units, so he'll win most of the interactions like long term. Zested doesn't have anything to fight the golem, so it's more rough. And like Mercia can't keep whacking things for too long.
Until it becomes dangerous.
Oh, for 2 free mages! Wow.
Whoa! Free mage! Is this situation where you go like also free soldier, or you still just whack the commander? Because I think this is more.
You,
Oh, okay. He preferred the village.
I would whack the soldier because you get groove.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So would I. Also, he could have done almost the same thing as he just did, with the soldier in the back capturing the village, and he would have gotten the unit out of it and the mage.
Yeah. I don't know why he wants to capture a village. He could have killed the mage, could have killed the sword.
Yeah. Well, for 100 gold, he left a mage live and a soldier live.
But it's not even really 100 gold. Like, in theory, it could be decapped, so...
Yeah. This is definitely something Zested can work a bit on, and it's something easy to understand, which is reordering the units.
Yeah.
Which unit
Move
to attack
orders
first.
important sometimes.
Yeah.
And like in the south, mage on the village is not so good because the mage is not able to decap it, and it's a lot of damage on the mage.
Sometimes just changing the order the units attack changes everything. Whoa, so many units to heal. I almost want to see him attack the dog with a mage.
Oh.
Same deal. Yeah. So Mercia was healing before. So now he probably wants to pull back a bit and heal. I don't know if he wants to stay in range of the
Onto the
golem.
mount, a bit further, heal. Yeah. It's still good for Fraudbrand because of
he gains position.
the golem.
Yeah.
Well, no, in general, I think his position is good because he's got the golem and he's up on income.
Oh, he's gonna move the trap with a barge? Yeah, he's playing Tenri. Like, it seems we're seeing a pattern. People that play Tenri on this map like really want to do this play, this specific play.
I would have waited a bit, maybe. Actually, no. This is a good timing because he'll get groove next turn.
Yeah.
That's actually really good timing.
Yeah. So, what he wants to do next is just move his golem forward and start opening up a path.
The problem is he now has a 2 health mage, so has no anti-air that's coming at all, like for a very long time, and there's a balloon, so that can be used to block stuff off.
Yeah.
So like winning the game will take a while.
Well, the mage is probably just going to the village and full healing, right?
Well, the mage is just gonna die. Like, you just use like a sword or a dog. You want to get the anti-air off.
Yeah. I think Zested is actually just staying there. which is interesting. Yeah. Seems that's the case.
Oh, there's a night crit on the other night, so you can get like decent damage.
Let's see if he notices it.
Like that's if you want it. Oh yeah, and he has enough for a dragon. I forgot. This is actually not looking so good anymore.
Yeah, it completely changes the dynamics of the match. Without it here, there's no way you can push there.
Yeah. And yeah, Fraudbrand is gonna lose the south, like the southern village, after the night comes, and yeah, it's not looking.
Yeah, it completely changes the dynamics of the map immediately. Like this is one of the things I've been talking quite a bit. Like this north part, if you try to push on this side, and I did that mistake on my own game. Like there's a lot of production coming on this side. Like it's really hard to push like this.
Yeah.
You might think you have an advantage, and a couple turns later, suddenly you're fighting a larger force.
The other problem is you run into like to the mountain and then the village set up, and then there's like a forest behind, so it's really hard to break anything once they set up along that.
So now I have some choices to do.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit too materialistic. Likes his gold too much.
Yeah. Should be focusing on removing the threats first, and then economy. He's still fine since it's a knight facing.
Actually, maybe it's fine because it's a bit too dangerous for Mercia to go in.
Yeah.
So actually, maybe it's a good play.
And especially depending on what he makes out of the racks, because he's playing Tenri, so attacking into Tenri right now always has the risk of having to engage an extra unit you weren't expecting. That's probably critting or something like that.
Yeah.
Also, both players really going in on the idea of, if I attack right now, I have first strike, so I'm ahead.
Yeah. Now everything in the south dies.
Yeah. Now, okay, he's defending against the dragon. So
I'm surprised we didn't see double mage.
yeah, double mage. I actually, ever since you said something about it, like a couple weeks ago, I've started doing that a lot, where the other guy does dragon and I just go double mage immediately, and it really works well. Oh, this is interesting. Now, will he kill the unit or go back and capture the village? Yeah. What would you have done in that situation?
I don't know. I think actually capturing the village is
Is
a
appropriate
good
in this
play
case.
because yeah, 100 gold, and then even if the sword gets away, you can kind of damage it, maybe even kill it.
Because it's around the same value, right? It's a 99 gold
Yeah.
soldier and 100 gold out of the village next turn. So the value proposition was pretty much the same.
Well, not exactly the same. Like it's one unit versus that's gonna need to be healed for like 100 gold versus 100 gold. So it's like you basically take 200 gold or one unit. So 200 gold is pretty appealing in that.
Yeah. Decides to leave the dragon in a very defensive position. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he was scared of like Tenri mage, but like Tenri could still get a mage to hit the dragon.
Yeah. Though to be fair, that might be a good trade. Like 1,000 gold to have Tenri lose her groove and lose a unit.
Yeah, you're happy if Tenri is killing a dragon instead of doing some other crazy play.
Like winning the game.
Yeah. It's like you can compare it to Ragna and think of like how much Ragna Groove would do, and then compare it to a Tenri and like if Ragna is just doing something that allows it to kill a dragon, you're probably pretty happy. Or like Sigrid, if Sigrid just like if Sigrid was at slow charge, then okay, you kill a dragon.
Yeah.
At medium, it's bad, but at slow, it's
It needs
not
more
as good.
value, yeah. I agree.
But it's like not a bad play. So like right now, Fraudbrand could just take the dragon and kill it.
Well, the dragon wouldn't die, which is one of the bigger problems,
No,
right?
he can actually move it. He can move to
Move it to
like
the mountain.
yeah, move it next to the mountain, and the mage comes and kills it. Well, it's too late now.
Yeah, yeah. That might have actually not be that bad because it might improve the map, the board situation, right?
I think would actually been a good play because he's not gonna be able to like, set up like a Tenri Treb on HQ as like a kill too soon. I think it's a bit too dangerous, and that's like the main threat he can't deal with right now.
Yeah. Now, this Tenri and this Golem are not protected by anti-air. What is he doing?
I guess he wants to try to win, but like you if the knight comes in and kills the dog, you can only kill like the golem and damage the knight. So,
Yeah.
but still, you're not really killing HQ.
This seems very dangerous to me. Because now Zested just needs to go like Dragon YOLO on Golem and put something on top of the Golem so the path is completely blocked. And even if he uses Groove on Trebuchet, he's still in a great position, right?
Actually, I don't know because the thing with if he uses knight on dog, then he can't actually kill the golem this turn. And if Mercia comes to kill the knight, it's actually a bit dangerous. So, because you can bring the Tenri Treb and then you have the golem. So, yeah, I don't know.
Mm. One thing is for sure, like Zested needs to be able to block Golem from hitting the headquarters, and probably even the knight. Oops. Okay, this movement was weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's that.
Yeah. I would have put the trap closer and closer to the headquarters, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, I guess there's no real danger for Zested because Golem and Treb crit doesn't kill Commander because the Treb crit's like 45 on road and Golem's 40, so he should be pretty fine. I actually think Tenri on Dragon would have been the right play, just because he doesn't have anti-air, and because he always has like the golem long, the dra- no, the he's got the treb long term, which kind of just marches down, and Zested didn't have a counter for either the golem or to deal or anything to deal with the treb if the dragon's dead. So
Yeah.
now it's not looking very good.
And I think now, because he moves like this, you will really need to... wait. Yeah, Zested might still make a mistake.
He just needs to put the sword next to the HQ.
Yeah. Or the dog, or something. No, the dog can get there. Needs to be the sword. Also, probably the dog should move up top, Mercia to the front, attack the knight, right?
Yeah.
Because the knight will be at like 10% HP or something, so it won't do anything to Mercia anyway. Yeah, Indy's protecting it. Yeah, more and more I think the mage play becomes the de facto play. That dragon is starting to do too much.
Yeah, right now actually you could kind of bail out and do the mage play. So yeah, maybe it's you're still somewhat okay, but then the income really hurts you. So yeah, you have a trap, but you're losing all the villages everywhere else.
He also moved the trap into a place where it cannot move anymore, so it's not really doing anything.
Well, it can move more, but it has to move towards the HQ.
Well, it can only move upwards, right? Yeah.
Yeah, up and then right.
So he moved it down, so it's now at the end of it.
Yeah, it's not helping him. Yeah, he.
But yeah, it's between a rock and a hard place for sure. And what I was talking earlier is starting to happen, which is like he seemed like he was even on units, but like a couple turns later, there's a huge amount of units from the opponent because all the production is there. They just start pumping units from both Raxas into that direction, and
Yep.
some flying units to boot, and the headquarters becomes defended immediately. Seems after moving his air units, he decides to wait a bit.
Okay, so going for the bailout play, but like, if you, like, this is the whole thing of like planning ahead and calculation. Like, if he was able to calculate this was what was going to happen and it wasn't good for him,
It should have been
then he
done.
should have just done
Yeah.
that play the turn before.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to make that decision when you're fixated on doing something else with it.
Yeah, it's not always easy. Yeah. Especially if you're starting out, then it's like hard for you to actually to have those to figure out what does what to what unit and how much damage it's gonna do and what's gonna die to what. So it's not as easy.
Yeah.
These players are both new to GoW4, so those skills won't necessarily be at that same level.
Like, I'm wondering if this knight dies to the soldier, the 30% HP soldier. It's 4% and it's on the road. You were saying?
It shouldn't die. Like I think sword does like around 15. So actually, yeah, you might kill it.
It's like 4.5 on average.
Yeah. Well, let's have the calculator open. So
If it wasn't on the road, I think it would be safe.
oh yeah, it's mega dead. It's 4.5 minimum.
Yeah. And this was definitely not needed. Like
Yeah,
there
sword
was
is average 20 tonight.
on road. That's not what the Matrix says.
Yeah.
Or is it? Oh, it is. I was watching it wrong. Yeah. No, yeah, it's super dead. Yeah. It's not even close. It's like what, 6 average?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's 6
Yeah,
average.
6.
Yeah. And that's a trade he's willing to do. Or is he?
We'll see.
Creating the suspense.
Like in Wargroove, it's a very good trade because you reinforce instantly. So it's like a knight you just purchased, but you get to purchase it on the front line. Like in contrast, in Advanced Wars, you probably don't want to do it because it takes a very long time to reinforce. Even though, like, even then, it might be a good trade. But again, this is an Advanced Wars, so
Yeah.
like some of these small changes actually like have a big impact on the way the game is played.
It has a
So
really big impact, right? Especially because, like, if you're healing 2 HP a turn, just like with the twins, it takes a long time before it's ready for action again. So you might as well, a lot of times, just build a new one, and it will arrive in the front, ready for action, before the healing unit get there anyway.
yeah,
Now, interestingly, I think Zested is playing super defensive.
yeah, this isn't good. Like building the golem. If you wanted to do something, you maybe should have built another dragon to try to snipe the Treb and pressure Commander. Because now there's a big threat of just Treb moving in and Commander just sits on the plains and Golem goes to the mountain and then you never break through that and HQ dies.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Luckily for him, Fraudbrand messed up and moved the Treb down, so the Treb is only gonna get in place 2 turns from now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been game over.
You would definitely be in a very bad situation right now if the Treb was in range of the headquarters this turn. Even if it wasn't attacking yet.
Yeah, well, it would just be lost because you can't break through Golem plus Tenri, and you have mages to heal them and the Treb.
Yeah. Oh no. This was not good. Like the knight was definitely a better trade. Because that knight
Yeah.
is definitely getting fully healed, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the play he needs to do right now. Might as well just get it in the front. Also, that village is not really entering into the into combat because it's pushed so forward. So leaving the village at 1 HP won't make any difference.
Yeah. It's 100 gold, but like the initiative you get from reinforcing the knight is huge. Okay, we have more.
They really care about their villages.
They really love their economy. Their 100 gold swings.
I think it's still fine because he can use the mage on the back to capture the village and the mage in the front. Oh, okay, no. This I wouldn't have done. And
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, the trebuchet is no longer moving. He already uh, fixed it
Yeah,
to the
he
ground. Yeah.
yeah, he attacked the village. So now you
Okay.
give that much needed time to set
Yeah.
up
The
the build
breeding ground.
dragon.
Yeah. Yep.
Suddenly, Fraudbrand doesn't have control of the squares he needs to control.
Yep. This is why, as I was telling you earlier, like when I start going into autopilot, I start attacking because I feel like a lot of times if you start being too defensive, you lose opportunities where you would win the game. Like you really need to be careful in this kind of situations.
Like income's actually dead even, so they might go to timeout.
It's not just income that's that even. It's income and units. Well,
But like, yeah, in a timeout situation, it's Fraudbrand who's the one who's always gonna be better. Well, actually, I don't know I don't remember the times, but uh, he's gonna have pressure on HQ, so he can do some kamikaze attack that never works. But then you have to calculate, and that eats all your.
yeah.
That's basically what I did versus Asame to
Yeah.
win the game.
You force the other player into having to make their turns well, so they spend a lot more time checking it, and you just win there. Also, this bottom side of the map has been like this all game, where it almost has no units.
Yeah,
And it's not like they're engaging at the top. It's just that they're just content in like not doing anything there. And as I say it, aggression starts. Nice. Now this is one of those situations that benefits the defender because he has his reinforcements closer.
yeah, but he also doesn't have enough anti-air, and there's a treb, and trebs are like break down defenses pretty well. It's still really bad.
Yeah,
So I don't see how
it's really bad. Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't see how he like dislodges the golem, and the golem just needs to move one to the right, and then the trap moves behind it, and then you lose.
What I meant was, if Fraudbrand doesn't start attacking,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. If he just sits here and builds units and moves them forward like it's he wants to time him out this early, then yeah, it's not bad for the.
and also Zested has quite a bit more time than Fraudbrand.
Yeah, he's actually got 3 minutes, so more. That's pretty.
Oh, and Fraudbrand and Zested seems to like the idea of staying here.
Yeah, he likes the idea of timeout.
In his mind, he's going like, maybe I don't need to attack.
Actually, I think this turn might be a good turn to actually on the bottom suicide to take out the income, because then Zested can't build a dragon. Because right now he's got 1200 with 70 spare. So doing that prevents a dragon, which is gonna be influencing the play while Fraudbrand is pushing forward. And I think without the dragon, there's just not enough time for the defensive trip to come into play.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what we just saw. I don't understand why he chose to attack like he just did. I guess he can crit the knight.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. Now you can't kill the village. Well, there's another village you can maybe get rid of, but I don't know if it's worth taking that out. So now you do like Golem kills the dog, the full health dog, and then you move your treb forward, and then maybe you could just like kamikaze attack everything, just to whittle stuff down, because you still always have your golem that won't be killed, because it's only available on 2 sides.
Yeah.
But then again, you want to keep all your mages, so I guess you just maybe move the golem and then just kind of move stuff forward and just kind of sit.
Just put the golem on the side of the mountain and move the trap behind it. Something like that.
I think you should move it even further. Just kill the dog. Because the treb's only exposed on 2 sides, so you put something behind the golem.
Hmm. He's not really afraid of getting attacked by the golem after that because it's full HP. Yeah, makes sense.
And you have a treb support, so it's just gonna... anything that attacks the golem dies.
And here comes the dragon. And
The
he's
dragon
skipping a
makes
build.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's gonna decide the game in a few turns, so... that whatever units are built in that far bottom corner is don't matter.
Now he's thinking his sweet time, figuring out what to do.
Looks like he's just gonna sit here like this. He's not gonna move golem forward.
I'm not sure.
I don't think that's a good idea, but it looks like what he's setting up to do.
Also, you can put the balloon in front of Tenri or something to block.
Well, what are you scared of?
I have no idea.
He can't get access to 3 sides, and there's a golem and like a knight. But even if it was a crit,
Yeah, that's like
the golem can't even hit you. So it's like nothing that matters for 2 sides.
yeah.
Well, what's that? That's a dead golem, maybe,
Yeah, that is weird.
and a dead treb. Yeah,
That is
that's not...
weird. Yeah, the trap is getting critted by the knight.
Okay, now you lose some time on, I think.
This was really bad. Let's see if
Very
Zested can
bad.
take advantage. But yeah, this was not how you do it.
Maybe he got scared about his commander. He didn't know the numbers. So he panicked and he's like, "Oh, there's a dog he can suicide, and there's a harpy. Better hit that."
Uh,
Dog on trab is also confusing when you have a crit.
yeah, he doesn't need to do it. As I said before, he might not notice it. So he might end up...
He might start attacking the golem and
Yeah.
not and use the knights.
Not focus on what needs to be done. This is already kind of bad. Like, he needs to salvage this.
Well, Fraudbrand, I don't think there is salvaging. Like, you just kind of lose on time. Yeah, what's What's going on here? Now
You're
you don't have a
assuming the
trap.
Trav is dying. You assume too much. He went fully on the golem.
He could have used the sword on the side and then used the knight, and that's always gonna kill a mage.
Yeah, he could have, but he didn't.
Like knight on mage is 5% chance of not killing because
Uh,
it's on planes.
Also, cool thing. Yeah, knight can crit Mercia, but I don't think it's worth it.
Knight cannot crit Mercia.
No, yeah, it can't. It can't. It can't. Okay, you're right. But like Golem is in crit range of the trebuchet, so it should die.
Yeah.
Though to be fair, like he doesn't have the right unit composition to deal with that.
Yeah, you might still get timed out.
That poorly positioned golem probably lost him the game. Like, if he loses the game, this will be the moment.
Yeah. But there are a lot of moments that could use improvement, but that's what the game's about, and that's what I guess competitive's about. Finding your mistakes and then improving on them.
Indeed, indeed.
This would actually be quite scary for Mercia if Tenri could get to the square in between the golem and Mercia, but it looks like she can't because you have like lots of mages.
Yeah, and no spears.
Yeah.
And no archers, no harpies.
No knights in range.
Yeah.
We haven't seen like any spears. Like Fraudbrand made 2 and they died, and that's it. Usually this map is pretty spear.
Yeah, it's a small map, so spears get everywhere.
But it's not even that small, but it plays like a small map because like the barges kind of negate the sides and the center is kind of choky, and
there's
so
a lot
you don't
of
have
water.
many areas to actually.
Yeah. Absolutely. This game has been very weird. Yeah, this needed to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like timeout though, because the Treb moves behind the HQ from Zested, and then you're never gonna get a blocker. You could try a commander, but that's not gonna work because you have Treb crit always, so that's a problem.
Though to be fair, if he gains a foothold here, which I don't, I don't think he's gonna get it, but he just needs to trap like one square ahead, and it starts critting the headquarters. So
Yeah, but how do you secure the Treb there? That's the problem.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, 5 HP golem. Also, he has a lot of units that are really bad against knights.
Yeah.
Now that dragon will help, for sure. But he is falling down on time fast.
Yeah. Very fast.
Mage there, I don't really agree. Kind of exposed.
Yeah, free mage. But I guess maybe not free because there's lots of other free stuff, so.
He needs to make a choice. Because he can't just crit the mage on the mountain and it will die.
You can hit the trap, but the trap won't die.
Now this is a bit complicated for Zest. Like, he can easily die if he's not careful.
Yeah, for sure. But he just, I think, needs to bunker around HQ and kill some free stuff and like bunker with Mercia.
Yeah. Doesn't seem that's what's happening this game.
Oh, wait, no, he can kill the trap, I guess, with good rolls.
He's probably Mercy healing this turn. Even though it's only healing the golem.
Yeah. Mm,
Because I think he needs it.
yeah, he wants the golem around to help stop stuff. Oh yeah, the other thing is that now that the trap's gonna die to Hex, Fraudbrand can't really kill the HQ. Like, he's got one knight and a dragon and commander, but commander's not gonna be allowed really close enough. And yeah, the rest all together they can maybe kill HQ, but again, that's not gonna be allowed. So it's gonna be very hard to actually win the game now.
Oh yeah. It seems Zested is very aware of it. He's pulling
Yeah.
everything up.
But is he gonna use Witch Hex?
That's a question.
I'm gonna guess he's not.
Does that Witch Hex catch us the... If it does, it's like on the limit, right?
Okay, maybe he is now, because he moved Mercia back.
Here to help. Healing aura.
Witch Hex is 4 range.
Yeah. So... Yeah, so it doesn't reach.
No, it reaches for multiple areas. Okay, well now he blocked it. All the spots he can use Hex.
Yeah, like from here where he is, he couldn't...
Oh
get
yeah. From this point, yes.
like the dog position, for example, on the top, that would have been a spot for the Hex, I think. Even then, no, that's not good
No,
enough.
that doesn't
Yeah.
work.
It had to be like on the golem spot or something weird like that.
Or where the harpy is.
Yeah. By the way, did he not have the gold for the Hex? Yeah, he did not.
He did have the gold until he built stuff.
Yeah, but I think the Hex here would have been like, even if he didn't hit the trebuchet, like it's a lot of units.
Yeah, you don't want to use the Hex because the chances are the witch will die. So it's good because you kill the trebuchet, which is like the main win condition. Now that it's still there, it can be like healed a million times. So there's still threats. Although you only have 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So
What did he use the top mage for? The one that's already used?
killed something like a sword, a dog.
A dog. Yeah, it was a dog. Uh...
Okay, well he's not even playing like fast enough if he's gonna like even have a moment to win the game.
Yeah.
Or like to even put himself in the position to get in the range of HQ.
He's obviously in a very hard spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and now he's spending. 20 seconds in that.
I guess it's a bit unfortunate for Delascore
TMA?
and CMA because they have to wait a whole hour to play their match. To get it
CMA is on
streamed live.
is watching the game, yeah. Yeah, and they're both
I guess-
waiting. Yeah. Go ahead.
I guess you just kill stuff right now. Like you kill the dragon, just kill as much as possible, keep Mercia back, protect your own Treb, and then end your turn.
Pretty much. Very much. I completely agree with that assessment. Just don't leave your golem in range of the trebuchet, and that should be fine.
Why you can even cripple the trebuchet.
Yeah.
And there's only gonna be one mage left. And one mage is perfect because then you have a balloon that's invincible with correct placement of everything.
Oh yeah, you can just kill the mage and just block with the balloon. Yeah, this is definitely a very, very, very hard situation for Fraudbrand. Zested played a good defense.
Yeah.
He understood what his opponent wanted at the start of the game and just played around it.
Also, why is Fraudbrand building dogs from the very bottom racks? They don't realize. Do they not realize they don't have time to build them and to move?
Don't say that. There's a dog almost reaching. Like it's almost reached the middle of the map. It's gonna be a surprise attack on the bottom of the headquarters. Also, while we wait, just want to say this. This is one of the problems in some games of playing a slow groove, is that if you're not active with your groove, if you don't have enough opportunities, you end up only using it once. So you really need to make it count.
Yeah. Especially Tenri's groove, because it's not really a snowball groove. Like with Ragna, you weaken a lot of stuff, so there might be some extra villages that are available for you to hit. But Tenri, you may be getting a Treb in place, but like that's not something that's gonna let you get more groove necessarily. It's also a bit different from like Vesper, where again you can maybe get some extra groove. Even though like it's a bit of a weakness of hers, like Shoes likes to say that the problem with Vesper is that you need your groove to let you get more groove, and that's not always possible.
Yeah. Yeah, and now the balloon completely blocks.
Yeah, that was some nice play.
Because if we look at it, without that balloon there, he could have lost to a mistake, like placing Mercia in.
Yeah, that was some good accurate play when you needed to be accurate.
Yeah.
"23 seconds. So is he gonna time out or is he gonna resign? I think he's gonna time out.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he's paying that much attention at the time.
Might as well enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Well, GG.
GG.
That was long.
Yeah. Long and a bit wacky, but an interesting. A lot of lessons to be learned.